So we're in a position where got a load of things set up and we're ready to start mucking about with some plugins to make it sound better, because that's how you do the majority of your work in uh, like digital audio workstations. You tend to use plugins to get a lot of the effects you want. So with that in mind, there's obviously the traditional way of using plugins, which is to load them into the mixer channels in your DAW. So I've got a compressor on this drum kit. Well, the drum kit itself is in fact a plugin. I've got an amplifier that I had on the microphone in one of the previous videos. But actually, what I want to do is I want to use some plugins outside of the DAW, and in a lot of cases that's not possible, but in this case it is, because what we've got is a plugin rack built into Kala. Excuse me. So with this, what we can do is use this add plugin button up here, and you can see I've done it before. So I've already got amp search for. I'm going to get a simple amplifier, and that just appears in the rack. This one doesn't have its own window, so Carla's created a window for him, which is literally just this false rack front. Now if it had its own thing, so if I show you another one, let me just let's get a guitar tuner. No, oh, done it wrong. So this one, this instrument tuner, if I click on the little cog, you can see we get a window up for it. And the cool thing about that is it will remain on top if we go back into the patch bay. So there you go, we've got our simpler amplifier and our instrument tuner. I don't think we'll be using the instrument tuner, so let's get rid of that. We can put it back when we get the guitar out later on. But for now, what I want to do is disconnect the microphone from everything and then reconnect it through that simple amplifier. And that this connection up here, by the way, is my headphones, because I'm doing this in the night time, and if I use my speakers I'll get in trouble with the neighbours. I probably won't, they're really cool. Right, so we got the simple amplifier, so let's prove it's working by making things slightly louder. Only slightly louder though, because I've got a lot of fan noise going on in the background. I must apologise about that. Okay, so if we go back into Ardour, then we've got our traditional plugins. In the traditional way, and we've got plugins free of the DAW, which is really stupendously useful when you need to do things that you really want to not involve the DAW with, because if you're using the DAW for particular things, like the tracks become armed and disarmed in different states for recording and whatnot, and yeah, sometimes if you're doing other things you really need to be able to route the audio away from it so that it's not being affected by it. This is a classic example where I'm recording into OBS but also trying to get some stuff done in the DAW, which we should have a look at now. So these are the MIDI tracks we created. sounds weird because I've got two drum things going on at once. That sounds a lot better. So that's the one with the compression on. Now if I just show you. It's not really a fair comparison because it's a different drum plugin that actually runs it. But you can see with both of them on, there's a weirdness going on. I think where the snare sounds are similar, they're sort of phasing different parts of each other's waveforms out and making it that weirdness. So let's go with the new one. I can't remember what the drum plugin's called now. Oh yeah, the Black Pearl. Okay, so what we can do is add a new plugin. I'm going to go for a compressor. Now, what I do need to do is just make sure it comes after the drum kit. Then I can open it up. Start getting a little bit benefit out of it. Put that back to the beginning. Oh. Yeah, that sounds a bit snappier than it did, I think. We can just check that. Okay, so there you go. We've added a compressor plugin in a chain after the drum plugin in this channel, and we've added a plugin outside of the DAW just for our own recording purposes here. So yeah, two ways of using plugins in Ubuntu Studio. Well, I guess have fun with that one.